Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Watch Miss Melissa's science live earlier with all those bubbles. That was pretty cool. And being able to take a sneak peek at those baby birds. Weren't they so cute? This week we've been talking a lot about animals. So one of our themes this week is animals and nature and things outside. That's why we got a sneak peek of those little birds. Today what we're going to be doing is some animal action with some patterns. So we're going to wait for some friends to hop on and then we'll get started so no one misses out on any of the fun today. So we're going to be talking about animals like kangaroos and elephants and penguins and some cheetahs and crabs, a bird, and even a horse. So start thinking about different things. Good morning, Miss Megan. That those animals might be doing, that we might be doing some animal action with. So think of what kangaroos might be doing. And maybe some elephants, or how maybe a penguin walks. Good morning, Brady. Good morning, Brayden. Maybe a cheetah. Does a cheetah run really fast or really slow? And the crabs, maybe they walk silly and they have some pinchers on their hands. And birds, we just saw some birds on Miss Melissa's live, right? We saw them, they were really tiny in their nest and their mom was protecting them. And even a horse with Miss Tracy talked about horses the other day in her book that she read for her live. So wait a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. So think about those things that some of those animals might be doing and maybe what kind of animal action we're going to do today. And we're going to work on some patterns. So get those gears turning in those little brains of yours and think about what maybe make some predictions and guesses of what we might be doing today. Good morning, Miss Erica. Good morning, Miss Jeanette and Mia. Alrighty. I hope everyone is having an awesome morning, waking up and watch Miss Melissa's live. That was super cool. We talked about lots of B words like bubbles, and she talked about birds, and we're going to talk about birds today. Alrighty, so we can start getting started. So like I said, we're going to be talking about patterns today, and patterns are things that get repeated in the same order. So if you are going to make a pattern with some blocks, you might do, if they're different colors, you might have a blue block and then a red block and then a blue block and then a red block and then a blue block. So those are our patterns. So today we're going to do some patterns with some animal action. So you're going to need to get up and move, and we're going to move around and we're going to make some patterns together. And then I'm going to ask you and see if you can help me finish our patterns because I might forget how to finish them. And I know you can figure out how to finish them. So let's get up and start moving. And I'm going to show you all the different animal actions that we're going to do today in our patterns. So first, I said we're going to be like a kangaroo. Does anyone know what a kangaroo does when they move around? Do they hop? So can we hop like a kangaroo? Hop like a kangaroo. Good job. And then we talked about elephants. So when elephants walk, do they walk super light or do they stomp around? So we're going to stomp like an elephant. And if you want to make this your trunk, you can stomp like an elephant like this. And elephants stomp really loud, right? Because they're really big. And then we're going to walk like a penguin. Do penguins walk like us, or they kind of waddle side to side? So penguins kind of waddle, so waddle like a penguin. Good job. And then we talked about cheetahs. So do cheetahs run fast or slow? They run fast. Good job. So we are going to run like a cheetah. So I want you to run in place. Or if you're going to run in your house, just be careful, okay? So let's run like a cheetah super, super fast. Good job. And then we talked about a crab that we might see at the beach. And they like to pinch, 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 pinch with their pinchers, right? So can you pinch, pinch, pinch with your pinchers like a crab? Good job. And then we talked about birds. We saw a bird on Miss Melissa's live today. So we're going to fly like a bird, right? Because birds fly. So you can fly like this, like a chicken might fly, or you can fly like this, like another bird might fly. However you think a bird will fly, that's how you're going to fly. And then last, we're going to gallop like a horse. So can you gallop like a horse? All right, gallop like a horse. I'm going to stay in place so that everyone can see me. But if you want to gallop in a circle, you can gallop in a circle and then come back and watch me because we're going to start our patterns. Good morning, Jessica. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off first by hopping like a kangaroo. So watch my pattern. So I'm going to go first and then it'll be your turn and I'm going to do it with you. So if you need any help. So we're going to hop like a kangaroo. We're going to run like a cheetah. We're going to hop like a kangaroo. We're going to run like a cheetah. Good job. All right, are you ready to do it with me? All right, let's do it together now. Ready? So let's hop like a kangaroo and run like a cheetah and hop like a kangaroo and run like a cheetah and hop like a kangaroo and run like a cheetah. Good job. Do you know what would come next? So we hopped and then we ran and then we hopped and then we ran. What would come after running like a cheetah? Do you know? Do you remember what would come next in our pattern? Good job. Hopping like a kangaroo. Good job. All right, so let's do another pattern. All righty, we're gonna pinch like a crab, and then we're gonna stomp like an elephant, and then we're gonna pinch like a crab, and we're gonna stomp like an elephant, and then we're gonna pinch like a crab, and we're gonna stomp like an elephant. And same thing, if you wanna stomp around your house, you can, but just watch where you're going and be careful. Alrighty, so can you do the pattern with me this time? Ready? So we're gonna pinch like a crab, because crabs have pinchy claws, right? And then we're gonna stomp like an elephant. We're gonna pinch like a crab, and we're gonna stomp like an elephant. Good job. What will come next after we stomp like an elephant? What comes next in our pattern? Do you know? It would be pinching like a crab. Good job, because we keep repeating the same things, right? So we pinch like a crab, and then we stomped like our elephants, and then we pinch like a crab. Good job. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to trick you just a little bit. This time we're gonna do 3 animal actions. Do you think you can follow with me? Alrighty. So we're gonna flap like a bird, right? So flap like a bird. We're gonna waddle like a penguin. And we're gonna gallop like a horse. Can you do that? Alrighty, so can you flap like your penguin? Waddle, oh, I just messed it up. Flap like a bird, waddle like a penguin, and then gallop like a horse. All right, ready? Flap, walk, gallop. Flap, walk, gallop. All right, can you do it with me this time? Are you ready? So we're gonna flap like a bird, walk like a penguin, and gallop like a horse. We're gonna flap like a bird, waddle like a penguin, and gallop like a horse. Good job. What will come after galloping like a horse? This one's a little bit harder because we have 3, but galloping like a horse, do you remember what we did first? Did we flap like a bird? What will come after flapping like a bird? Do you know? Waddling like a penguin. And then we would, do you know what comes last? Good job. Galloping like a horse. All right, you guys are doing awesome with our animal action patterns today. So we have 1 more that we're gonna do all together. And then we're gonna talk about patterns a little bit and how you can make patterns at home. So we are going to do 3. Again, because you guys did really good with doing 3 animal actions last time. So we are going to hop like a kangaroo. We are going to stomp like an elephant. And we're gonna walk like a penguin. Can you do it with me? Ready? Hop like a kangaroo. Stomp like an elephant. And walk like a penguin. Let's do it one more time all together. Ready? Hop like a kangaroo. Stomp like an elephant. And walk like a penguin. What will come after walking like a penguin? Do you remember? Would you hop like a kangaroo? What will come after hopping like a kangaroo? Stomping like an elephant. And after stomping like an elephant, what comes next? Do you remember? Good job. Walking like a penguin. Good job. You guys did awesome with our animal action today. Good morning, Miss Andrea and Olivia and Tommy. So if you're like me, we moved around a lot. I'm a little out of breath, but I had so much fun doing animal action patterns with you guys today. So we talked about patterns are things that are repeated. So that last pattern we did, we hopped like a kangaroo, we stomped like an elephant, and then we walked like a penguin. And then we did it all over again, right? And we hopped and we stomped and we walked. So that's what our pattern is when we repeat things. So you can do patterns at home, like I said, with blocks if you have different colored blocks or different colored toys, Or you can do it by size. So you can do something that's small, and then something that's big, and then something that's small, and then something that's big. So I want to see if you guys can make some patterns at home, maybe out of your toys, maybe out of things that are in your kitchen. Maybe you do a cup and a spoon and a cup and a spoon. And if you get really good at that, see if you can do 3, just like we just did. So maybe you can do a cup, a spoon, a fork, a cup, a spoon, a fork. And maybe you can try to trick your parents and see if they can come up with what's next in the pattern, because we know that you know what's going to come next. See if you can trick them and see if they know what will come next in the pattern. Alrighty. I hope everyone has an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you guys next week and work on those patterns. All right? Bye.